Hi, Karen. Welcome back to both of us. I'm so happy to see you.
Katie, as always, it is wonderful to see your beautiful face. Happy episode 99.
Happy episode fucking 99. Hells yes. I mean, how badass are we? Seriously. Like, this is like 99 episodes just crept up. I mean, how did that happen?
I don't know. And I mean, I feel like it's one of those things like when we say we're in season 9, that can mean anything. Like our seasons could have 5 episodes. They happen to have 12. But
Yes.
yeah, episode 99 is like, oh shit.
Right. Like, we're doing this thing. I mean, we're 2 years in and we have
Oh
been
my
doing this
God.
thing and we are doing this thing. So thank you, listeners, for being on this wild ride with us. It's really amazing. Episode 99, though, really. Like, that's congratulations to us.
Exactly. Yes. I mean, we did just do a big round of self-congratulating for our 2-year anniversary, but we're
That's
back
true.
again, you guys. We're back again. Every week
Yes.
is a miracle. Yeah.
So true. Every week is a miracle. Every reason is, or every moment is a reason to celebrate. Yeah. I don't think that we celebrate enough. So there you go. And cheers.
Cheers to you. Ooh, okay, wait. Let's see if I can get a real podcast sound effect going. I am opening a can of my beverage. This is a happy hour, by the way, everyone.
Yes. Happy
okay,
hour.
hold on.
Yes. I think there was a little, that was the opening of a can. It was, yes, totally.
Yeah. Yeah. Not as exciting as I was hoping for, but
It's okay.
I am drinking ranch water, not sponsored. I'm very embarrassed at how much I enjoy this, but it's like hard seltzer from Texas that I got in Alabama for the first time. And now I like literally drive around in Chicago to see where I can get it. It's
That's
just
so
delicious.
awesome.
I know.
I don't think I've ever really done hard seltzer. I mean, I probably have tried it somewhere, but like, does it taste like beer or is it just, is it totally different? Like sour, more sour?
It tastes like boozy LaCroix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's more flavored than most LaCroix flavors. Like I feel like the strongest LaCroix to me is the limoncello.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it's like very flavorful, but it's got booze in it.
I mean, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's boozy seltzer water. It's all it is. It's not as it's also, I think one of the reasons I like it is that it's not as after tasty as White Claw, which I will admit I have consumed in my life.
I also am missing in the White Claw train. I need to, I mean,
Nope. You're fine.
No?
Yeah, you're
Really?
totally fine.
I feel like White Claw is so hot right now. Or maybe it was hot like 24 months ago, but yeah. Or maybe it's hot with people who are 24. Or maybe it's hot for everyone. I don't know. I'm not trying to slam anyone who's like, what the fuck, Katie? White Claw is my favorite thing. I'm drinking it right now as I listen to this. Good for you. I am drinking red wine. It is a red blend that I found in the depths of my garage. And yeah, it's Syrah, Cab, and Merlot together. And it is so hot here in Oregon that I have ice cubes in my wine, which seems like kind of a little sacrilegious, but it's actually delicious. It's great.
Oh my God, it's like sangria. You're just missing the fruit. Who needs the fruit?
100%. I do need some fruit. Yeah, just like some floating apples. That would be nice. Some maybe like, what else is in sangria? Oranges? I don't know.
Brandy.
Brandy. I'm missing some brandy. True. Yes. True to that. And I'm also drinking, I have to tell you, I'm drinking out of my Cole Hardware glass. Okay, anyone who is from San Francisco, Renee, love you. My friend Renee listens to this pod and she lives in San Francisco. So Cole Hardware is a family-owned hardware store in San Francisco, like super old school. And I love them like in a weird way, like to a level that like I don't know if I love everyone in my life as much as I love Cole Hardware. Like, it's like,
Yep.
do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Oh, no, I mean, I definitely don't. I mean, there's like the people who are listening to this pod, I love all of you more than I love Cole Hardware, but it's a close second. Like, cause like it's the best. I love them.
I want to reiterate everyone that we are drinking.
Yes.
And Katie doesn't necessarily mean that she loves this hardware store more than you, but
I might. Yes. Okay. So this glass, just to round it out, it has like the I don't know if you can see, but it's the skyline of San Francisco, but it's not the skyline of San Francisco because each building is like a hammer or a wrench.
Oh my God.
Seriously, this is like one of my biggest prized possessions. Like my house is burning down. I'm getting my fucking Cole hardware glass. I'm not even kidding. Like they're my favorite people. So anyway, that's the long diatribe on Cole Hardware. But Cole Hardware, if you're ever listening, I know you do not listen to podcasts and you don't usually use the internet. So you probably don't listen to podcasts. It's not a person. But anyway, if you want to sponsor us, we'll take it.
Right. I was going to say not sponsored, but it could be. Ranch water, if you're listening, I am here for it. Send me all your new flavors.
I'll try it.
We will taste them on the show. I'm a big fan.
We will dedicate many minutes to ranch water. Like you do not have to worry. For free.
And I also want to have a disclaimer. Like, I have not done any research on the good people of ranch water. If it turns out they are terrible Texans, I don't want to know.
Oh, fair point.
I mean, roots in far West Texas could mean anything.
It could. It also could mean like these are people who have like a monthly retainer to the ACLU and they're amazing. You never know.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, ranch water, we're here for you.
Yeah. Unless you're not here for us, in which case you go to hell.
Exactly. This all makes so much sense. Whew. Okay, so Karen, I have a few updates. So I know we have a few updates. So like we haven't spoken in 2 weeks, which is like totally fine. It's been a weird summer. Not weird, good weird. There's been a lot of travel, there's been a lot of things. So listeners, thanks for sticking with us. We know that like last week we, missed out, which was no big deal, but I will tell you that I went camping over the weekend, and I know we talked about it a little bit before I pressed record, but I'm so excited to tell you the deets.
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. So I know that I mentioned camping maybe like 6 episodes ago and how I want to be a camping person and how like, Tyler is not a camping person. And so we ended up, I'll try to make this a little bit brief, but like we ended up finding a campsite in Oregon that was available for one night. So the thing about Oregon that I'm realizing is like camping in Oregon, if you really are into it, you know that you're supposed to book your campsites a year in advance for like more than one night. I had absolutely no idea. So everything that is available online right now are all cancellations, and they're only one night cancellations. So there's like no possible way that you can get 2 nights in a row, which is not that big of a deal, but whatever. We found this place called Trillium Lake that both of my parents had actually been to near Mount Hood, about 2 hours north of Bend. They went there like 45 years ago, and it's like they talked about it when I was a kid and they loved it. And so Tyler and I went out there. We borrowed our neighbor's like incredible souped up tent that had like a light in it, and it was like there was like a night light, and then it opened at the top with some netting so we could watch the stars all night. It was so romantic. It was like really lovely, actually. Like we loved it. And this Trillium Lake has the most beautiful campground, super family friendly, really, really big lots, very, very quiet, super private. It was just awesome. It was honestly like, it was like the dream experience for camping. So I'm really happy about it.
That makes me so happy for you.
Thank you.
So has this started a transformation? Like, do you think are you camping people now?
Well, here's the thing. So I'm really selling it hard on how wonderful it was, but like I want to think that we're camping people. I want to just say yes, because here's the thing. So like we're definitely going to like be those people that a year from now we're going to go back to Trillium Lake and like book it online and be there for, I don't know, 2 or 3 days or 3 or 4 days. But the thing is that because we could only stay there one night, we went to a different campsite the second night. And the different campsite was in a totally different part of Oregon. I mean, it was only like an hour away, but it was in a desert instead of a forest. And there was no privacy whatsoever. So like we get to our campsite, we're parked, we're like our tents, 6 inches away from our car. And then like maybe 3 feet away on the other side of our car is a flip cup table. And there's like 20 somethings just like off their ass drunk playing like beer pong and everything and like screaming at the top of their lungs. And there's like, there's no privacy at all. And so Tyler and we like set up our stuff and we're like, we're campers. Like we're doing this. Like, this is amazing. And then we're sitting there with our lawn chairs, eating hummus. And we're like, do you want to go home?
Oh, shit.
Like, yeah.
Wow.
Because we were only 45 minutes away from our house. And so I was like, would it be bad? Are we not campers if we go home, if we call it? And then all of a sudden some, one of the bros next door like screamed because he won the flip cup game. And I was like, I don't think that this would be a bad thing if we called it. And so then we went home. So here's the thing. I'm like saying all of these great things about, oh, we're totally campers. We camp for one night, Karen. One night.
Baby steps. And it's not, if it had it not been for fucking flip cup in the desert, you would have stayed.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're right. I think, yes. I mean, I want to say we would have stayed. There were other issues. The bathroom was like a half mile away, and and there was no like, I'm 100% pee in the woods kind of person, and there were no wood. There wasn't a bush. Like there was nothing. So I was like, okay, me at 2 a.m. having to like run a half a mile down the street, like that's a hard pass. So I think it was just the wrong campsite. And I think that I need to start looking into like, reviews of campsites. I don't even know. I'm sure that's a whole thing. I'm sure there's like 1,000 Reddit strings for this. Whatever. I need to look into it.
Yes. So I am very excited about this journey for you.
Thank you.
I am completely thinking of you now as a camper. And also a very savvy person who recognized that like night 2 was not for you. And you're reminding me, I know I told you a little bit about this. So I birthday surprised someone very special to me and took them to a dark sky park really quickly in Central
tell
Illinois.
me everything. Yeah, I see. I've always wanted to go to a dark sky park. They sound so romantic and like very exotic.
Well, right. So listeners, Google dark sky park. It is a phenomenon. There's an International Dark Sky Association, I think based out of Arizona. I know that certifies certain places as being quote unquote dark sky parks, which you have to have like a certain amount of light pollution, like a very low amount, obviously, of light pollution. It has to be all of the things, right? And so the first dark sky park in Illinois is in Champaign County, which is where the University of Illinois is, which is where I went to school. And so not far from where this beloved person of mine lives. And so I surprised them at the dark sky park. And like I told you, the word park is doing a lot of work in that name because there's a road in the corn and then there's a gravel pull off and that was the park. But there was also a campground nearby that was like this forest preserve. I'm making air quotes. And yeah, it was one of those things that was just like a little bit, it sounds like what you're describing, like at these, like, God love them, but the like forest preserve or park district or whatever just like decided to like put some gravel in the cornfields and was just like, park your RV here, hitch a tent. This is a campground. Like, is it though? Is it?
Seriously? Oh, wow. I mean, the dark sky park being just a pull off. Like it's like a merging lane. Like it's like a what is those like those little vistas that like when you're looking over like a mountain pass or something? That's it.
A scenic overlook. Yes.
Yes.
And disclaimer that like the map was not clear. We started walking down this trail that made it seem like there was this like observatory area, but it was in the woods. And we're both city people. And we got to a certain point in the woods and we're like looking at the sun setting. And it was like, do you want to be in here when the sun sets? I don't want to be in here when the sun sets. And so we turned around. So there could be like this magnificent observatory in the woods that we did not make it to. But I will say we were not the only people at the scenic overlook, like gravel parking lot trying to see the stars. So
this makes me so happy. I mean, I really think you're so adventurous, Karen, to drive down to Champaign, which is like what, 4 hours from you, probably?
Oh, it's 2.5.
Okay, still.
Like 2. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but something. And it's like you went down there, you tested it out, you gave it a shot. I mean, I also think that the fact that like there was I remember you telling me that there was a full moon that night, which is
tragic. Yeah, tragic as it turns out. Yeah, fun fact, everyone. If you're also a city person and don't know any better, I was like, oh my God, this is great. There's going to be a full moon on your birthday. This is perfect. No. If it's super fucking dark outside, a full moon is a Hollywood spotlight in the sky that illuminates everything. and you can't see any stars.
Oh,
I know.
but you saw the full moon really well. I'm so
Really
sorry.
well. Like,
Really fucking well.
The last super moon of the year's extra bright. I mean, it was like,
damn, a super moon.
it literally was like, just imagine like standing under a streetlight. That's what it was like. It was so crazy.
At a scenic overlook. I mean, that sounds amazing. Like that's I really give you credit because I would have done the exact same thing. Of course. I mean, who knows that you're not supposed to go stargazing when it's a full moon? I thought that would be a perfect time. Like I guess I'm a city person too. I didn't know. I mean, so wait, when is the right time? Is it during a new moon? Like where like there's no moon? Is that what it is?
I guess that's, I don't know.
I
guess
either.
so. I don't know how to look for that. We're gonna try again. We are committed to going back. We learned some lessons this time.
Love it. Love it.
We're gonna go back. And there is also a dark sky park in your home state of Michigan.
No kidding.
Yeah. Really far north, like almost to the UP.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Oh, wait, I think my dad
Headlands?
might have gone there. What is it?
Maybe? Headlands, maybe?
No idea.
Like right on Lake Michigan.
Okay. Wow.
Anyway.
Well, that would be a cool place to go too.
Yeah.
I mean, how awesome. Like, I just imagine a dark sky park being like, just like peppered. It's like a sky with red, like, white freckles, like just everywhere. Like, when I catch those nights, I'm like, oh, this is so beautiful. I remember catching them when I was in Chicago every once in a while, even though with the light pollution, like it's just like, oh, stars. There's a universe.
Right. I am such a nerd about it. And I have been to a dark sky park, legitimately went to one in Joshua Tree in California outside of Palm Springs. And I mean, you can see the whole thing about like part of the certification is that you can see the Milky Way. And so,
wow.
I mean, it's just incredible. And there's so many falling stars, and you could see the International Space Station going by. And it's just like the coolest fucking thing when you can see it.
When it's not a super moon. Like that's yeah, okay. Well, that's okay. I mean, this was a learning. That's like there's it's okay. Like I mean, I guess you'll know for the next time. But I don't think there's anything wrong with what you did. I think also I probably would not have ventured into that like, like opaque woodsy area either. Like it's like, do I want to get eaten by a mountain lion? Nah. I don't know.
Yeah.
No thanks.
No.
Wow. Well, we've had a lot of adventures, Karen, like, and they're all like in the woods. Love it. Totally embracing the summer. I mean, this is summer is my favorite. It's just the best.
Me too. We're
Especially
both summer babies.
Exactly. The fact that we're summer babies, like, it's just the best. I was talking to someone recently who has a birthday, like, I think it's like Christmas Eve. And they were talking about how they want to switch it. They don't want their birthday there then anymore. They want to do a half birthday. Like they want that to be like their legitimate, like that's when they celebrate their birthday. And I was like, fuck yeah, do that. Because the thing is you and I have like the best birthday times.
I know.
We kind of do.
You really do. And the only downside, and I think we've talked about this, is that like you don't get to do the classroom cupcakes.
Fair. That is fair.
However, you also don't have to do the classroom cupcakes. But I have a friend who just celebrated, I think she turns 50 in November, and she just did a half birthday party.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
That's so great. I mean, we should just normalize half birthdays.
Oh, yeah, because we got to be outside at a patio, right? Like,
totally. I mean, people celebrate like Christmas in July when they don't want to go home to see their families and they can only, see their families in the summer because they live in shitty places. Like, that's totally normal. That's like not a weird thing. Why not celebrate birthdays on a different day? Like, you do you. Like, you decide when you're going to celebrate your birthday and just do it.
We just lived through a pandemic. We can make our own rules.
Oh, fuck. Yes. Exactly. Like, just make up holidays also. Yes. There's any holiday. I mean, Instagram makes up holidays. National Puppy Day. What? That's not a thing. And like, or National, I don't know, Houseplant Day. I swear to God, that's got to be a thing. I mean, I should definitely celebrate that.
Wait, what's Treat Yourself Day? Treat Yourself from Parks and Rec. Is it Parks and Rec? No. Or Master of None.
Ooh, I don't know. Oh gosh, Master of None. I love that show so much.
Somebody's screaming at their podcast player right now.
Treat Yourself Day.
Okay, well, hold on. Oh, it's Parks and Rec. Um, sorry, I'm Googling. Okay, now I'm down a rabbit hole. Anyway, yes, that should be a day.
Yes. I mean, I should have like I'm getting a facial on next Friday. So my dad gave me this amazing gift card for my 40th birthday, and I have like I'm now 41 and a half basically, and I'm now finally using it. And thank you, Dad. And so it was enough for 2 facials at this nice spa in Bend. God, I almost said San Francisco. That was weird. Anyway, but I went and got my first one like soon after my birthday, like a year and a half ago. And then I'm going next Friday, and I just think it needs to be like National Facial Day, like just National Do a Whole Lot of Nothing Day.
Yeah. Get weird body treatments.
Totally. Yes. Okay. Karen, I have to talk to you about something. Oh my God, did I interrupt you?
No.
Okay. Speaking of weird body treatments, okay, not weird, amazing and innovative and unique body treatments. Okay.
Yes.
Have you heard of interoral massage?
No,
Sounds super. You're like, hard pass. Let's move to the next subject. Okay.
No.
Okay. So I went. I know this is not X-rated. This is not X-rated. I swear to God. Okay. Do you not want me to tell you?
No, I do. I'm just thinking of that sound that came out of my mouth when you said that. What is it?
That's probably the same sound that came out of everyone's mouth. Either that or the skip sound. But like, the next pod. Okay, here's the thing. The only reason why I know about this is because Kristen Bell, the actress, she was on Instagram like maybe 2 weeks ago or something, and she filmed herself right after an intraoral massage, which I'm just gonna stop saying those words. But anyway, she was like, this was the most amazing revelatory thing that I've ever had. Like, it was incredible. So I start following her facialist or her esthetician. I'm not sure what you call someone who does facials. And it turns out that there is a whole like type of massage where a trained massage therapist. I learned that masseuse is not a word that you're supposed to use anymore. I don't know. Yeah, that's like I actually learned that like I heard a masseuse being interviewed on a podcast, and they were like, no, like that's like no longer is that okay. It's massage therapist. That's like the more respectful version.
Okay.
So good to know. Didn't know that. Anyway, but so a massage therapist takes a glove and like goes like they put their hands into your mouth and they massage like your jaw muscles and like the muscles like above your teeth. I know this sounds, but apparently it's like massively therapeutic because you don't even know how much tension you're holding. I wish there was a video. You look the most disgusted I've ever heard or ever seen you, literally ever. Yeah, right? I'm kind of into it. I've never done it. I also would want to go to the same person that Kristen Bell went to in LA, which I'm sure she has a wait list 3 years long, but like interesting.
Okay, I have a lot of questions and obviously a lot of feelings. The one thing I keep thinking is how much I put off the dentist because of the unpleasantness of someone else's hands in my mouth.
Oh, interesting. Fair.
I mean, granted, there's some scraping and all of the things, but like, I just like,
I know. I mean, that's fair. That's very fair. I feel like dental anything is like pretty unpleasant unless you go to Dr. William Lee in San Francisco, because he's my favorite dentist in the world, and I refuse to change. I will not go to a Bend dentist. It's a whole thing. I'm going back to San Francisco in October. I'm going back to Dr. Lee. Wow. No, he's like, I really love him, like as a person, but also as a dentist. Anyway, point is, yes.
Or Dr. Anita Arya in Chandler, Arizona, my best friend from high school, who's a dentist.
Oh,
yes.
Yes,
Dr. These are Arya. Amazing people. And
they're kind of anomalies. Yeah. So back to the intraoral massage. So the thing is that
you said it again.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. The unique body treatment, back to that we're talking about. So I got a massage. My mom gave me a gift card for a masseuse. This massage therapist, sorry. The other day for my birthday, thank you, Mom and Dad, for giving me amazing gift cards. I guess they give me spa gift cards for my birthdays, which is wonderful. Anyway, so I went there, great massage. And the guy, I asked him, like, do you ever do facial massage? And he was like, yes, would you like that? And I was like, sure. And so he was like massaging my jaw, and my jaw, it hurt. Like, he wasn't hurting me, but it was like shit. Like, and he's like, do you ever grind your teeth or do you ever like clench your teeth? And I was like, well, actually, I know that I clench my teeth, but only after I've been clenching for long enough to make it hurt. Like it's subconscious. Like I don't even know what's happening. And he was like, well, you might consider, and I won't say the name of that type of massage again, but he said it. And I
Stop
was
it.
like, I'm not even kidding. And I was like, whoa, Jonathan. That's his name. I was like, or no, Johnny, not Jonathan. Anyway, Johnny, I was like, Johnny, are you serious? I just heard about this. And he's like, oh, no, it's totally a thing. And it's like incredible. And I was like, have you ever had one? And he was like, yes, it's actually like incredibly calming and therapeutic. And it's like, it's supposed to be. I'll get one, Karen, and I'll come back and give you a review because you definitely look some serious skeptical looks right now.
I am open to a lot of different things, and I am certainly open to many different treatment modalities. So if anyone wants to gift these to us so that we can try them out, let us know.
Would you do it if someone gifted it to you?
I mean, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, how long? Okay, the other question is, how long is it?
Great
I mean,
question. Also, I just had this horrible thought that what if you developed TMJ while it was happening and then you bit their finger off? Like this,
Katie.
I mean,
Well,
we're
now
losing
I can't
listeners
do
by
it.
the minute. Like,
No.
no. Maybe we should change subject. I don't know how we got here, but yeah.
Oh. How
What?
do we ever get anywhere? I will tell you, I finally did finish Googling, and Treat Yourself Day is October 13th.
Oh, I love that that's actually a thing that Parks and
Yeah.
Rec created. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Damn, maybe I should not be doing the wine, talking about the different types of, body treatments.
I mean, we'll listen to this later and be like, oh no, that's totally obvious how we got there. So this is a happy hour, and it is
Yes.
a topic hodgepodge.
Mm-hmm.
99. We're not going to do, maybe we are doing 99 topics
Oh,
between
God.
the two of us. I mean,
we're already 55 in. So like, like we're well on our way.
So I do want to mention, it's very true. I do want to mention that if you use the title that we came up with for this,
Oh, I absolutely will. Yes.
I wanted to explain the itch part, because just very quickly, listeners, getting old is both a gift and a curse, as we all know. And I, on Juneteenth of all days, woke up with hives for the first time in my life, like hives on my eyelids. And when the hives on my eyelids are what made me go to urgent care. I was like, I am dying.
Oh no, Karen.
This is like,
Could
it's
you
over.
see? Like, was it hard to open your eyes?
But they were like these just itchy scale, like not scaly, but like a little bit like it was very unpleasant. And they were like, I just had hives everywhere, and they would come and go. So I went to urgent care. The person was very nice, but I mean, I took some meds that may or may not have worked at the time. And then cue a month of like trying to decide what meds to take. And I went to see my mother in Alabama, and she was like, oh yeah. When I was your age, I also developed hives that no one could ever figure out. And then they just stopped. And I was like, what?
You're kidding.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
What? Wait, how long did she have them? Does she remember?
She doesn't remember. It was like
Fuck.
30 years ago. And the other thing is that like my mother developed a banana allergy later in life. I developed a banana allergy later in life. Thanks for your genes, Jessie Mary. So yeah, no, I have chronic hives, and now I take medication before bed and I don't have them. But like every once in a while, I just like break out in hives, and like I was having a like not stressful, but like how would I characterize this conversation? Uncomfortable conversation, awkward, right? Conversation with somebody. And I literally, like, as we're sitting there at brunch, we both start laughing because, like, literally, Katie, I broke out in hives as we were talking.
Oh my God, you're kidding me right now. Karen, no.
Like, on my arms. Like, these hives just started, and I was like, oh. And I was like, see, you're stressing me out. I'm getting hives. And it was like, oh, yeah, no, that's really happening. Like, big red welts. Like, I will also say not that I didn't think Black people got hives, but it's just like not a thing that we talk about, which is why I went to urgent care. I was like, and it's like the first time I got sunburnt. I really was just like, oh, I'm done something irreparable to myself.
Oh,
Like I had no idea what it was.
shit.
So yeah.
Oh my God, Karen, I'm so sorry that you're experiencing this. Like, I hate this for you. Like, that's horrible. Hives on your eyelids. What the fuck is that? Also, how can you have hives just pop up at brunch? Hives shouldn't be there for brunch. No.
Exactly. Exactly. I didn't order the hives.
No, you didn't order the fucking hives next to your mimosa. No. Like, you need to, like, if hives are going to make an appearance, it's when you're alone in your apartment right next to the medication that can finish them off. And that's that in 30 minutes. Fuck those hives.
I will also say thank you for that. Chronic hives are the kind of thing that is a illuminating experience into the gaps in the Western medical system.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, no, the urgent care person was like, yeah, I don't know. Take these steroids and take this thing. Take steroids, Claritin, and an antacid, basically, like Pepsid, and get an EpiPen. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, fine. And go see an allergist. And I go see the allergist, and the intake for the allergist appointment was just like, do you have Google? Because it was just like, have you switched soaps? Have you done this? Have you done it? It's like, if I had answers to these fucking questions, I wouldn't be here at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, are you kidding me right now? What?
Yeah, I'm gonna be
This
late for my first Zoom, bitch.
God, it was just like, it was maddening. At like, wait, you're kidding, right? Like,
no.
This is what you got for me.
Oh
What?
my gosh,
So
Karen.
yeah, no, they 30 years ago had no idea what was causing my mother's chronic hives, and don't know what's causing mine now.
I'm so sorry. And by chronic hives, you really do mean chronic hives. Like, you have to take medicine for this, like, until they go away permanently? Or is it like,
I mean, I guess I could try like not taking it one day and see what happens. But I mean, I have like breakthrough hives during the day, even after, even
I'm
with
so
taking
sorry. Are they always, they're always itchy?
Sometimes they just appear. They're not always itchy. I feel like when I first got them, it was like getting a hot flash. It was the same feeling as having a hot flash, like the feeling of like when you're embarrassed about something, or like, oh shit, did I leave the iron? Like that feeling, and then it just like keeps intensifying and getting hotter and hotter. Like
Totally.
right, like that's the hot flash feeling. But this was just like, it would happen. I would get that feeling, and then hives would break out.
Damn. That's so awful. I'm so
Oh my God.
sorry. And do you want to scratch them immediately? Is it kind of one of those things? Or do you know?
Yeah.
Like, are you the kind of person that scratches stuff raw, or do you like leave it and not touch it? I feel like that there's people fall into one camp or the other.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a scratcher.
You are a scratcher. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a leaver. Like, I will scratch. Well, that's not entirely true. I have a scab on my leg because I scratched a bug bite off of it. So what am I talking about? But like, I usually will try to not scratch because I just like, I think I got the message as a kid that like, I don't know, like my leg would fall off if I scratched too much, or maybe I would get like, I think I thought that I would get a staph infection no matter what. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, like, I'll go septic and die. But like, not that there's, I don't know where I got that messaging, but like, I know other people who just like scratch the shit out of their stuff, and it's compulsive.
A lot of questions about that, but
it's rough. It's a little dark. Yeah.
No, I don't have the ability to not.
Well,
especially since it is itchiest sometimes at night.
Oof.
So even if even if awake daytime Karen didn't want to scratch them, sleepy me is scratching the shit out of everything.
Totally. Oh, I'm sorry. Wow. That's just rough. I just really hope that like this lasts for like 0 more days, and then you can tell your mom like, oh, it was a 2-month thing, and that's the end, you know? Oh, I hope it does. I hope it goes away. I mean, the fact that it went away for her is something, because clearly you just, everything that happens to her happens to you in terms of your, gosh, bananas. You can't eat bananas?
No.
Damn.
Yeah. And it like happened very suddenly, and it was so bad. Like I spent the night in the hospital.
Oh, what? Oh my God,
Yeah.
Karen.
Yeah. Like my throat was closing. It was like really,
Oh,
it's
no,
very
that's like no
dramatic.
joke. Okay. I'm really sorry. That's awful.
Yeah.
Can you not have banana things like banana
Mm-mm.
Jolly Ranchers? Okay. I'm sure you don't want them.
Banana.
Or
Wait,
is
Katie,
that a
we don't
thing?
make No.
Okay, you're right. I don't know. I think you're right. That's awful. And you're right. There's something. I think I'm thinking of runts. That's a big jump. You know
Or
the runts?
Laffy Taffy?
Maybe Laffy Taffy. Yes, thank you for that. Yeah.
Runts. Are runts like
The hard candy that are in the shape of the banana. You know those like teeny tiny bananas? Like they're like a teeny tiny peach. Man, this is bringing me back to like 4th grade. But yeah, that's runts. Do runts exist anymore? I don't know. Okay, so that was definitely topic number 72.
I was
So we're
gonna say, like,
moving
we're
right
definitely
along.
up to, yep. We did have a list. Hold on.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Yeah, yeah, please.
I wanted to give a shout out on the topic of itching. I'm so sorry, Ginger Buddha. So we missed last week. We hadn't planned to miss last week. And I won't give too much away, but Ginger Buddha had a medical emergency.
So
And
scary. I never want
I
anything bad to happen
know.
to her.
Well, right. And she went to urgent care, and then they sent her to the emergency room. And so Americano and Angel and I take Tori I drive her to the emergency room. And then Cindy's like, I'm coming too. And I was like, I looked at Tori and I was just like, if Cindy were here, she'd have snacks. Sure as shit. Cindy shows up with a bag of snacks.
Really? That's
In the ER.
amazing.
Yes. And I was just like, of course. Yeah, no, of course you have snacks.
Were any of
So.
them runts? Oh, sorry. That would be so fucking awesome. Okay, let me guess. Ritz crackers, Fig Newtons,
Ooh.
pretzels. Where am I getting close? Warmer.
Pretzels. Yes.
Pretzels.
Check.
Okay. Baby carrots.
No, she had just gone to Lake Geneva, so saltwater taffy.
Oh, even better. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great snack.
And fizzy waters, non-boozy fizzy waters. And we were in the ER for 4.5, 5 hours.
Oh, damn. I bet you wanted some of that Texas water, ranch water.
Yeah. I really did. But Ginger Buddha is fine. Frustrated, but fine. It was like not a stellar day in American medicine again. And yeah.
I'm so glad she's okay. That's scary.
Me too.
ERs are not a place that you want to like just chill out. Yeah.
Actually a very low key ER, but like, yes,
Was it?
that was it. Yeah,
Good.
no, it was super chill. But yes, that was the night you and I were supposed to record. And I was like, so
I was like, that's totally fine. Everything's good. I took an Epsom salt bath. I went for a walk. It was totally wonderful. And I'm glad Tori's okay. I mean, honestly, like that's just a scary thing. But yeah, man, itching. There's so many itching. Okay, so since we're on the topic, Karen, I'm like fighting myself not to tell this story because it's the worst. It's the worst. But if I'm going to tell an itchy story, are you okay with it? Okay. You don't know what I'm going to say, but all right. So rewind the clock back to, let me think. It would have been 2013, and I was going to a bachelorette party in Los Angeles, and it was one of these bachelorette parties where the bride, it was a very fancy wedding at a winery 3 months later, and the bachelorette party was equally fancy, and it was like at this like sick mansion near the beach, so expensive, like one of those like cool, like that's just what it is, and like good enough friend, this is happening. So we go to this house, and I'm sharing a bed with a close friend of mine, and the next morning I'm like, I don't feel right, like I don't, like something's wrong. And I look down, and my legs are covered, and her legs are covered, and major like mites everywhere. And it wasn't just that. It wasn't just her. It was like, it wasn't just the two of us, it was also other women. So we had to get an exterminator into this crazy mansion. And the exterminator
What?
came twice in 3 days.
No.
And
Mm-mm. Nope.
one of the women was pregnant and flew back to the East Coast because she didn't want to like have a parasite in her body, because there was like, is this a bed bug? Is this not a bed bug? Anyway, everyone cleared up. Like, it was like 2 days of hell. And then
Oh,
it was like everyone went home except me. Oh
oh,
my God,
Katie.
Karen. Holy crap. Like, I've like wiped this memory from my mind. It was so gross. Like, it looked as if, yeah, I don't know. This is just disgusting. Like, it looked as if there were like craters all over my body. Like, it was everywhere. It wasn't on my face.
Oh,
I have no idea how that's possible.
no.
Tyler and I the next weekend had a weekend away in Mendocino, which is north of San Francisco. We had like this whole romantic thing planned. So we go to this B&B. He's not touching me. Like, there's no way.
Oh, God.
I don't want him to. I'm covered in like, A&D ointment and all of these different like drugs.
Oh,
And like, I am
Katie.
itching like crazy. And it was so disgusting. Like, I thought I was gonna have to get an x-ray. I thought I had a parasite. Like, I thought I got like the mother load of this, like, I don't know, the queen bee of all the bed bugs, who the fuck knows, was in my system. And yeah, the itchiness was no joke, but I was so scared. And what made it, like, I was just scared. I was like, is this going to get into my bloodstream? Like, what's going to happen? Like, do I have bed bugs in other places? And the thing is, oh my God, this is the one part that I totally forgot. This is awful. Okay. I was living in San Francisco at the time, and this was such a scene that like when I was on the plane, I was basically my pants were tucked into my socks because I couldn't touch anyone. Like, I was so contagious that like my doctor was like, you cannot, like, if you like I don't know why, maybe the bug would touch
What?
something else, and it was like on my clothing, and like
Wait,
it was
what?
so bad. And so basically what happened was the doctor was like, you have to go and get rid of all of your clothes and put them in a trash bag before you enter your house. You can literally not touch anything. It was fleas. Oh my God, I'm wrong. It wasn't bed bugs. It was fucking fleas. That's what it was.
Please.
Fleas.
Ugh,
Fleas. And
Katie.
so like and the fleas jump everywhere and they're all over. And it's not like they're jumpy, like you can see them. Like, you can't see, these are like microscopic shit. So anyway, so I am phoning Tyler. He's a total germaphobe, like he like in life. And so he's like, oh my God. I'm like, you got to pull it together, buddy. Like, I
What?
need your help. Like, I'm like, this is a whole thing. And so like I get an Uber back to my apartment, and at the bottom, it's like, so like my apartment's on the second floor, and on the main floor is the laundry room, but the laundry room doesn't have a door. It's like just kind of like open air, sort of.
Oh, God.
And so that's the only place that I can change, because we lived in a 350 square foot apartment that was like tiny. Like, there's no way I can get in there. I can't be near Lucy. Like, I can't touch anything. I basically have to be naked, like walking into my apartment naked, and then take a shower immediately with like the hottest, like, water possible. So I'm like, all right, well, how are we going to do this? And so, like, the operation Make Me Naked in the middle of my fucking lobby
Oh, my God.
commences. This is such a
What?
fucking scene. Oh, yeah. So I get out of the Uber because I'm not touching anything in the Uber. Like, I don't have gloves on, but I'm truly like acting like a total weirdo. And so then Tyler meets me downstairs with a trash bag and a towel. And he's like, let's go. And like, he's not
Oh,
touching me. Like, he's like, of course not. Like, why would he touch? Like, he's not going to get a flea. And so, or fleas, plural. So anyway,
oh,
we go into this like open area that's kind of obstructed by like the main road. But anyway, I'm standing next to the washer dryer. I strip down naked. He gives me like like a towel, but like gives it to me like as if he's like handing it to me on like a extender pole, and then all
yes.
of my shit is going into the trash bag, like stuffing it in the corner of this laundry room. Then he goes upstairs, grabs Lucy, brings Lucy outside, and keeps the door open so that I can come up in the middle of my apartment complex with a fucking towel on.
Oh, my God. What?
Jump in the shower, and then like I basically showered like for 45 minutes. Like, I used all of the hot water in my building. And so like by that point, like the doctor was like, if you can do that, like that's the best thing you can do. And then they're like, you just make
Oh,
sure that you're wearing clean clothes after that. So anyway, it cleared up after like a week, but it was a week of hell. So,
a week.
oh yeah,
Oh, a
fleas.
week.
Fleas. It wasn't bed bugs. I totally am mistaken. It was fucking fleas. Yeah, it was real. I know. Everyone else like cleared up right away. Anyway, that was really graphic, and I got really into that story. So thank you for listening. But like, yes, that was a lot. Yeah.
Oh,
9 years
my
ago,
God.
just like it was yesterday.
Good Lord. I mean, we did say that one of our sponsor slots jokingly was going to be itching, but that's like real.
Well, so was yours. Chronic hives. Fuck.
Oh,
Ugh,
I remembered what I was going to ask you.
please.
Did you have chickenpox when you were a kid?
Oh, yes.
I'm wondering if that's where your don't scratch it thing came from.
Oh, you know what? That's so real. Karen, I love this. I actually think you're totally right. I think I was like 4 or 5. There are a ton of pictures of me sitting on the couch with Caladrill dots all over my body, only wearing underwear and scowling at the camera. And my mom's
Yep.
smiling next to me because it was kind of funny looking. But like, yeah, that was me. Did you have chicken pox as a kid?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I mean, so I had chickenpox in 1980.
Yeah, I would have had it like 1984, 5. Mm-hmm.
Right. And the wisdom at the time was like, I mean, of course, how this ended up happening is like my brother got chickenpox in one school. And then they came and pulled my sister and I out of class. And it was like almost the time of the kindergarten. So my sister's graduating from 8th grade. I'm graduating from kindergarten. And I'm like so angry. I'm like, I don't have the chicken pox. Everything's fine. I feel fine. This is ridiculous. But they like immediately pulled us out of school. And
Oh,
sure shit,
no.
we woke up the next day and like all 3 of us had chicken pox.
Oh, 3 kids with chicken pox. Oh, that is
Ages what? So
rough.
I'm 5, Aaron's 10, and my sister's math is hard. 13.
Oh man, that is rough. It's like you're going through like gallons of Caladrill and like just that's the worst. And then you can't see friends. It's kind of like having lice. Like it's like, oh yeah, have you had lice?
No.
Oh really? How did you not have you seriously never had lice, Karen? Wow.
Oh my God, fucking knock on wood. I mean, it's another one of those things. I feel bad saying this out loud, but I feel like I knew kids. I never heard of lice until I moved to the suburbs where there are white people.
Really?
Oh yeah. No, grew up on the South Side. Never heard of lice in my life.
Not
Got
a
to
thing.
like 5th grade and we had to do like lice checks. And I was like, what the fuck is that? What are you talking about?
Fascinating.
In my head. Yeah. Weird.
So interesting. Oh yeah. Lice is so gross.
Oh no.
It's just, I mean, I don't actually remember it super well. All I remember is like basically lying on the floor of my childhood bathroom and my mom taking one of those like brushes that doesn't even really look like a brush because the tongs are so close together. Like they have to be so close together because that's like a lice brush is like to make sure that you get like every like centimeter, millimeter out like in your hair. It's not like a wide tooth comb where it's like, you could miss shit. Like you can't miss shit. And so like, she takes it and tries to find every single bug. And I'm pretty sure when I got it, my brother got it. My sister wasn't alive yet, but like she would have gotten it if she was alive. Yeah, it's so contagious. It's gross.
Oh God.
Anyway, this has turned into quite the pod.
Oh God. I mean, living up to the name though.
I mean, real hardcore. Like seriously. So hardcore. Yeah, totally. I mean, the last thing I'll say about itching, which this is like a strange turn, but like is like, have you ever been in, I mean, I feel like this is just everyone, but like been in a situation like the dentist where like you have to itch your face or whatever, and like you truly can't, like you like cannot do it. And it's just like, when will this go away? This is the worst feeling in the world. All I can think about is this. And then like somehow for me, if I know truly I cannot touch my face because there's like oral surgery happening or whatever the fuck. And like, not really, but like, something like that. It's like I like forget about it and then the itch goes somewhere else. Or I itch it and then the itch goes it travels. It's so annoying. I hate it.
Oh my God. What this reminds me of is when I actually sit down to do the daily calm with our best friend Tamara Levitt.
Yes, love you, Tamara.
Like, she'll be like, feel like, you're breathing, you're feeling into your body, and the idea is that you aren't moving, that you're like just noticing things that are happening, but you're not reacting to them. And so it's just like, oh, an itch that itches. There's an itch happening. Interesting, right? You're just like observing it.
Can you do that, Karen? Because that is such the perfect example. I am like, fuck you, Tamara. I'm gonna itch everything. And then like And then I'm like, this is meditative. I'm itching. But it's not. It's not. But it's such a good example. I definitely have gotten past the itching in meditation, but I'm not really good at it. Are you good at it?
I mean, I have hives.
Oh, I mean, that gives you an exemption in meditation world. I mean, Tamara would definitely say that, I would hope. Maybe she's
I
hardcore.
right. I feel like it depends on how much I've been meditating. Like, it's like a muscle that like you build over time. And
Totally.
yeah, depends on how much I've been meditating.
That's such a good example, though.
I also, okay, so one of the funny things about this being a happy hour, I know I've told
Clearly,
this story.
very
Oh
much
my
a happy
God,
hour.
very much a happy hour. I know I've told this story about like sometimes when I can't sleep, I will eat an edible and then I'll decide it's a good idea to get in the shower and then just be in there and be like, how long have I been in here? Like I just
What is time?
That's how I feel.
Why am I so pruny? That's how you feel about what? Sorry.
Oh my God. This happy hour episode right now. Like, Katie, how long is this episode?
Oh my God. We have been talking for 7 hours. Oh my God. It feels like that. I mean, not really, but like I could talk to you for another 7 for sure. I mean, I don't know how to wrap this up except to say that I'm pretty sure we've hit 99 topics.
I agree with you. Especially if we count like every incident of itching.
Oh, yeah.
Like itching isn't just its own, like I feel like
there's subtopics.
Exactly.
Please. Oh, this is the best pod, friends. This is the best. Just talk about hives and fleas on this pod. Like it's
good Lord.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing too, in all seriousness, we do actually have a really exciting guest that's going to be coming on for next week's episode, for our 100th episode, that we will not be talking about fleas and hives with. But yeah, make sure to tune in. You never know. Maybe they'll want to talk about that stuff with us. We'll see.
What I also think is funny is that I wonder sometimes when we have guests on who maybe aren't familiar with us, they go back and they listen to the previous episode.
Oh, shit. Well, this tracks. I mean, we're not too far off. Like, I mean, this is only probably the 3rd episode of 100 that we've been drinking on, which is crazy to me. And so, yeah, I'm fine with adding this to our normal routine. But yeah, I like talking about itching. It's a universal experience.
Exactly. Listeners, please reach out. Let us know your itchiest experience.
Please. And also, if you've ever done the unique body treatment that I mentioned earlier that will not be named, I would love to hear about your experience, Karen. It is like, are we still on that? Move on.
Oh the one thing we circle back to, and it's that.
But yes, tell us your itchy stories. That's not a sentence I thought I would ever utter, but ooh, okay. Well, it's been great. Like, this is
good to see you, Katie.
Amazing. So good to see you, Karen. Thanks everybody for listening. We will see you next week.